Hello, welcome back to Feed the Beast Evolution. We're up to episode 2. We'll jump straight into it. There's been a couple of things that I've done in between episodes. Kind of started making this look a bit nicer. So this is our crazy sugarcane farm. I kind of followed the idea of our free house that we got last time with the diorite and the spruce. And as you can see, it's still kind of unfinished. The idea is that this is like the side of the building. And then I'm thinking for the rest of the building, which we'll build here, it'll be a bit taller, kind of how that's a bit taller as well, you know. And that will have our power gen in it. If you remember, the plan is to make power gen from the sugarcane with mechanism. So, I mean, I guess I can kind of take this off our list, right? We kind of made the sugarcane look pretty. I feel like that's pretty close. That's pretty close. The next thing that I'm wanting to do, priority probably, is to make better tools. With silent gear, which is what I've been looking into for our tools, we can just always upgrade them. Like we can just always be swapping out parts. So like we might as well make a tool out of it now. And as we find better stuff, we can swap it out. So I've been kind of looking through all our resources here. In our exploration, we've found some of these crimson iron and blaze gold, which are both some pretty nice ingots that we can get. They're from the silent gear mod. And I noticed that this blaze gold, which we happen to have 3 of, has a harvest speed of 15, which is the highest that I've seen out of the things we have currently. So I think that'll be a great start to make a pickaxe out of. Now, the way silent gear works, I need to make some blueprints. So I need some blue dye. Of course, we have some lapis. I should just be able to convert that straight into blue dye. And then we need paper. If only we had a good supply of sugarcane, right? Look at all this paper. We've got paper for days. Paper for days. So I should be able to make these blueprint papers. I'll make a ton because surely we'll use them at some point. And I can make a pickaxe blueprint with just a couple sticks. So I'll make a few sticks here. But you'll see what we can do with this pickaxe blueprint is if I throw this in the crafting table here and say I throw in some blaze gold, you can see I can make a blaze gold pickaxe head. So of course it uses 3. That's what it takes to make a pickaxe head. And this will just give me a straight up pickaxe head. And the blueprint I can use over and over and over as many times as I like. If we were getting into this mod a little earlier, we might end up making some of these templates. You make it out of wood with a knife if we didn't have any blue dye. But these, I believe, only last 1 use. So the other thing I can do is with these current tools that we have, I can throw them in the crafting grid and it will turn it into a silent gear tool. So I think it pretty much just takes what the tool is, which is an iron pickaxe, and turns it into a iron pickaxe. So it's just like iron pickaxe head, wooden tool rod kind of deal. So we can do that, which then means that we can also swap the part out. So I can swap out the head of this pickaxe with the blaze gold head. So you can see before we swap it out on this bad boy, we have a harvest speed of 6, whereas when we swap this out, we will have a harvest speed of 15, which is quite a bit higher actually. And you see we actually get this iron pickaxe head back, and it has a little bit of durability on it. So the durability sticks to the part rather than the tool. So we've already got blaze gold pickaxe. Look at that. Now the other thing we can change out on our pickaxe here is a tool rod. So I will make a tool rod blueprint, and tool rod, of course, similar thing. I can use pretty much any material and turn it into a tool rod. Now I've been trying to find what's the best stats here for this. I've found that if I search S gear in JEI, it will show everything that is a S gear material. So everything that has S gear in the tooltip. And so you can kind of go through this and kind of see what different things have as their stats. Like for example, copper ingot as a tool rod has bending 3, which means the gear sometimes takes extra damage. Probably not great. Iron pulls in nearby items, but I'm kind of looking for a tool rod that has better stats. You know, like I want it to improve my tool, you know? I did notice that the gold here as a tool rod gives an extra 3 to harvest speed, which seems unusual that it would increase the harvest speed like that. It does add bending 5 though, so gear sometimes takes extra damage. But the thing is, like, we might as well just make one and then we can always swap it out if we need to. So I'll make a gold tool rod. We'll throw it onto our pickaxe. We now have a blaze gold pickaxe with harvest speed of 18, which I don't even know if it's good, but we'll go with it. I want to make a tip upgrade blueprint, and I want to make the tip upgrade out of amethyst because this will give our tool silk touch. You can see here if I look at the tip upgrade for amethyst, it has the trait silky, which adds silk touch to harvest tools. So that's great. We've already got a silk touch pickaxe. So there's a few other things that I'll throw on this, like a binding, which I'll make out of string. And then, hold up. I just realized this thing has 52 durability. That is not much. So after a little bit of experimentation, I've landed on this compressed iron pickaxe. I picked the compressed iron because it has a decent durability. We did manage to get our blaze gold back though, thanks to making this salvager, which we can salvage the parts into their materials, which is great. I decided I wanted to make a paxel instead of a pickaxe. So I actually threw the pickaxe into the salvager here, and that turned it into all its individual parts, which is great because we can use a tool rod with the compressed iron paxel head to make the paxel, and then we can just put the same things on it. We got a sinew binding, a blaze gold tip. For some reason, the amethyst, when I was using that as the tip, it just wouldn't silk touch. I don't know why. I don't know if I'm doing something wrong, maybe. But the blaze gold slightly increases the mining speed, which I'm pretty happy with. It's pretty good. I just made a golden furnace, by the way. Just required some gold and then some iron around the furnace. Just because I was smelting some stuff and I was like, I've got the materials, why not upgrade it? Now that we've done a bunch of stuff around silent gear, upgrading our furnace, figured it's probably a good time to look at our quest book. I've supposedly played for 10 hours, but I think a lot of that might have been me just kind of being AFK while I'm just kind of looking at stuff, researching stuff. So 10 hours, you know, is it really 10 hours? I found a Geor. That's got some rewards for us. And something that we will definitely look into later on. Oh yeah, backpacks, upgrade base, stack upgrade. Getting started chapter. I just upgraded the furnace. And then useful items, I made some frame blocks just while I was building. And of course, iron furnaces is in there again. So that's all our quests. I'm just gonna go up here and collect all rewards. Just because that's kind of fun. Oh, does it not collect the bundles maybe? I'm really curious about some of the stuff that we got. I did have an empty inventory before, so we can properly see what we got. Redstone dust, classic. Upgrade base, I'm sure we'll use that at some point. Primal coal. Oh yeah, so it's like 3 times as good as coal. We have an iron Geor spyglass. Huh. I have a no solicitors sign, wards off certain pesky intruders within a reasonable area. Or the opposite of that, I guess, which is a white trader carpet. Arriving traders will end up on this block instead of in your face. Huh, that's kind of cool. I like that. So if I throw this over here, if a wandering trader shows up, they'll show up there. Nice, we take that. Skipping over a few things here, we've got like a head from one of the wandering villagers. A display stand. We have a return scroll. Okay, so that will always return us home. We've got a couple talismans here. Fargo's talismans. I've never seen these before. Prevents Enderman aggression. Whoa, this one doubles my mining speed. That's crazy. Am I right that that's just absolutely crazy? Is everything just instant now? No way. That is a crazy talisman to get. The other thing we got here was a coal Geor or golem charm. If it is what I think it is, I think if we find a coal Geor, we can maybe collect it for us, maybe? And last but not least, we have a random tool chest, which I will open. And it gave us a flamethrower with stored hydrogen. No way. What's the range on this like? That's crazy. I wonder what kind of damage it does to mobs. I can't believe we got a flamethrower. Need to find some mobs just so I can give it a go. Speaking of finding some mobs to test it out on, I reckon it's about time we explore the Infinity Caves. I mined down here a while back, made a big tunnel all the way down. It's as good of a place as any to try out our flamethrower. Ooh. That was like 2 little hits of flamethrower. Oh, here's another one. 1, 2. Could be better, but I'll take it. And that's a wither skeleton. Wait, why can I not flamethrower this guy? Ah. This zombie's like fast as well. Okay, maybe I'm not ready for these caves. I heard a skeleton. Oh no. I'm about to die. We run. Wonder if I can just like oh, I don't really want to die down here. I'm just going to quickly grab a waystone. See if I can sit one down here. Caves. Okay, here comes a zombie. Oh, wonder if the zombie barely gets hit by the flamethrower. It's got so much health. I don't know if there's much we can do here. Unless maybe I can. Wow, the flamethrower definitely helps. You can see here I bought a few little blocks. So if I can... Oh, man, I forgot that I can just mine instantly. So I've set up some sort of little base here. We can teleport home from down here. I noticed when building here that I can actually change the mode of the flamethrower. We've got Inferno, Combat, Heat. Hopefully, I assume Combat is the best. I don't know what Inferno means. This pickaxe talisman is absolutely insane. I can't believe how quick that makes us mine. Like with our just compressed iron paxel, like everything is insta-mine. Oh, there's something. Surely that'll get him. I'm a bit worried about the things that have range because that's what'll really mess me up, you know? See how fast that iron golem was? Maybe I'm not quite ready to explore these infinity caves. Yeah, I think I'm gonna get out of here. Believe it or not. All right, back home. I'll sleep, and then I'll look at the stuff that I've got and see how worth it was. All right, so we came out of that with a bunch of leather armor that all has like enchantments on it, but it's all pretty crap, I think, compared to what we're currently using. We got a couple of these enchantlets. Should I just try this on my Paxel? Right click to enchant an item in your offhand. Okay, that gave it sharpness, efficiency, unbreaking, lifesteal, and plunder. Sweet. Maybe I do the same tier 1 with the sword, if I can. Sharpness 2, and unbreaking. I mean, it's better than nothing. Since we didn't have that much luck down there in the Infinity Caves, we'll have to come back to those. I figured we'll keep the adventuring theme going, and we'll try head to the Nether. I'll grab our flamethrower out because, you know, I feel like it might still work here. So that was a much more successful trip to the Nether compared to those Infinity Caves. The dungeon that we found was really cool. What was it called? Fargo's Dungeon. Really cool, really cool. We got so much loot. Like, look at all this stuff. Bunch of ancient debris, netherite scrap. I don't even know what this is. Abominable energy. Ancient knowledge fragments. That's from iron spells and spell books. We got a bunch of blaze rods. The usual kind of random chalk. We got a couple spawners. Blaze and wither skeleton, which will be pretty useful. Bunch of kind of random stuff. But resources wise, we actually got heaps of stuff in general. Look at that, 43 diamonds. We barely had 26 before. So that's awesome. Nether quartz, yeah. Glowstone. We're looking pretty good. So before we wrap up this episode, thinking I'd like to make a start on our power gen, which we're putting right here. And we're going to use the biogenerators from Mechanism. And I've made a little start here, gathered a bunch of resources, and we should be able to get into this. I think the first thing we need to make is a metallurgic infuser. Requires 2 furnaces, so I'll make those. And just some osmium, iron, and redstone. And this gives us our first Mechanism machine, the metallurgic infuser. And for now, I reckon I'll just throw this over here. We will, of course, move this later on, I'm sure. We have a coal generator here that we picked up. I think it was in one of the villages when we were exploring. So this is a actually additions coal generator, and I can throw a little bit of coal in there. And we can see that should start powering up. Yep, metallurgic infuser is powering up. And with the metallurgic infuser, I'm needing to make some infused alloy, basic control circuits, and I'm also going to use it to make some steel, which is just coal and iron. The infused alloy is redstone and copper, and the basic control circuit is redstone and osmium. So I think the steel's just finished up. We've got some steel dust. Of course, we still need to smelt it up. So I made 16 each of the basic control circuit and the infused alloy. One of those things that I feel like we're always going to use. So it's not exactly how many I need, but you know, pretty close. Now, I need a couple lava buckets. I guess we probably might as well just pop into the Nether. I'll jump on the glider. I should be able to head down to here. Grab my couple buckets. And then now to get home, yeah, this tunnel should go all the way down to the dungeon where I have a waystone. Easy as that. 2 buckets of lava. And our steel's finished as well. So I should be able to make a crusher now. We can make a steel casing. And crusher. So the crusher will crush the sugarcane down into biofuel, which is one of the first things that we need to do even just to make the biogenerators. Throw that now beside our generator, and we can see there it's charging up. We'll get some sugarcane, throw that in there, and there's our first biofuel. We can then use that to make our first biogenerator. So throwing these things down, I'll throw them down over here. We've got our crusher, which of course will crush the sugarcane into biofuel. And then we want the biogenerator. Maybe I'll just place that there for now. Yeah, because I think the idea is that with our one crusher, we should be able to have a few of these biogenerators running to get a good amount of power. I'm thinking we'll use one of the things we picked up, energy laser relays. Similarly to the coal generator, we picked this up in one of the villages. And the other thing I think I'll make to access the sugarcane is a storage controller. So the storage controller, I need to make a comparator with some quartz, and then a couple of quartz blocks. Oh, and of course, can't forget the drawers. Should be able to make that storage controller. And of course, with the storage controller, I will need to make a linking tool, which is just some diamond gold paper, that kind of thing. And what I can do with this is if I throw the storage controller down here beside the crusher, I can then link the storage controller to the drawer that has all our sugarcane in it. So now we can pretty much just use this to access our sugarcane, and I might move this over. So we have our crusher and our biogenerator. And then I'll use the pipes that we picked up from some quest reward. And I do of course need to make a wrench for that. So I can tell that to pull sugarcane out of the system here and load it up into the crusher. And then the crusher, of course, we need to output into the biogenerator. It apparently needs to go on the top of the biogenerator, which is a little bit annoying, but not too bad. In fact, I think I might actually be able to just compact this down quite a bit. So we can go item pipe on top, which goes straight into the crusher, which can then go down into a biogenerator. Activate these. So that should be all working pretty well. And then for the crusher, of course, it does need power. And I'm thinking I can try and use these energy laser relays to connect them. I might need this laser wrench though, which might be a little bit annoying to make. I can feel that we're going down a rabbit hole. I'll just quickly grab our atomic reconstructor, which again, pretty sure we found in a village. If I throw this down, throw the button on it, and then, is it getting power from the coal generator? It should be, yep. Okay, I need to toggle that off. I need a redstone torch, so it doesn't use all the power. There, pulse. So that should only activate when we push the button. And then I just need to get some redstone, just a little bit, maybe 8. If I throw that in front, do the zappy thing, that gives us the redstonia crystal, which we should be able to use with some black quartz to make the basic coil, and then surround that with some gold nuggets to get the advanced coil. And then we just need 2 Inori crystals, which, if I remember correctly, yeah, just some iron with the laser. So not too bad of a rabbit hole there. And I can use these energy laser relays, as far as I know, transfer power from the biogenerator back into the crusher. So the crusher, of course, will need the energy input in the top. And I think the biogenerator just automatically puts out the back. You can see the kind of green there. It just tells us where it's putting out. And so I should be able to laser store connect. Look at that. Compact little setup. This should be crushing. I mean, it's pretty slow, so just as fast as this can crush sugarcane, it'll be piling it into the biogenerator, and the biogenerator should be producing 140 Fe per tick. We'll see how it goes in terms of chewing through our sugarcane, and also, you know, speed of crusher versus how quickly the biogenerator's generating energy. It looks like it's, you know, net positive in the biogenerator. We're generating more energy than we're using just by powering this crusher. And yeah, leaving that running is probably a good a place as any to finish up this episode. Sunset there in the background. Thanks for watching, especially if you made it this far. And stay tuned for the next episode. I'm trying to make these as fast as I can, but it does take me quite a while. So yeah, bear with me. Let me know in the comments if you have any tips or anything I've missed. And like and subscribe while you're down there. And I'll see you in the next episode.